Scandals after scandal. Corruption after corruption. Baka hata wajaliwa mshahara sahihi. Baka hata wajumbe pamoja na seneta nilipwa jana badala ya kulipwa mwezi jana.
Jubilee refuses to agree that mega corruption in the end leaves even the big thieves with nothing to steal and nothing to pay workers like teachers.
Mimi nataka niwahakikishie Wakenya ya kwamba pesa zao ziko salama. Hakuna pesa zozote zilizopotea either kwa Eurobond ama kwa zile pesa zingine zote tulizokusanya kwa ushuru.
Corruption allegations have become a focal point of debate among observers in the country each passing day. Talk of the now infamous NYS scam that saw Kenyans lose at least 8 million shillings, and now the latest kid on the block, the Eurobond. Whatever that means, the opposition claims the government cannot account for monies accrued from the same.
This money and its use has been shrouded a lot of secrecy, which is against the Constitution. The Constitution states very clearly where public funds should be kept. It should be on the exchequer account. And if it's not in the exchequer account, it should be an account created by Parliament.
According to experts, the corruption allegations leveled against the government might be its Waterloo station if no action is taken to counter the problem. Political analysts Jared Okello and Joe Bundege all agree that although the president has the willpower to fight corruption, he has been left alone to tackle the monster. Of concern is their observation that most of the institutions mandated to fight corruption, among them the anti-graft body EACC, the Judiciary and Parliament, have technically failed to combat graft.
Our judges are corrupt, our magistrates are corrupt, our judicial officers are corrupt. And the crooks who have swindled this country of huge amounts of money would use the very systems, the very clerks, the very judges, the very magistrates to prevent themselves from facing complete judicial process.
That failure, they say, can only be remedied if the president used executive powers bestowed on him to fight the vice.
The president must therefore wake up to exercise his executive roles, his executive powers, donated to him by the Constitution, to hold every public officer to account.
He could be having the will to do it, but people around him and the politicians have not allowed him to do that. He needs now a second method to fight corruption. He needs to involve the public.
When the Jubilee government came to power, it embraced the use of digital platform to provide services as a way of minimizing corruption through the manual system. While experts agree it's a step in the right direction, they are quick to add a caveat, saying its success depends with whether it's driven by people with moral soundness.
The digital platform has not helped to address issues of corruption as it ought to have been. But I think Kenya needs to invest more on integrity.
Corruption sometimes requires moral means and even extra lawful means to fight it. Because corruption is a monster. Yeah. You can't jail me, for instance, if I have as little as 1 million shillings in my pocket. I'll bribe everybody around.
The experts are now calling the president to involve the public and the church in the war against corruption, instead of relying more on politicians. Samson Kitavi, Channel 1 News.